So hi there everyone. Today we are going to build rock paper scissors in real time. Like I'm not live. This is recorded, but I'll not edit out any part from this video. So this will be like on filter type of a thing where a developer does a task from just zero to the finishing live like he doesn't cut out the parts and it's like a real developer thing. So let's just build a rock paper scissors. I'll just put the demo of the rock paper scissors here on the screen. So let's just take you to the quick demo. So this is our rock paper scissors game. Here you can see our leaderboard. This the rock paper scissors title here. So this is rock, this is paper, this is scissors. And if I click like choose the paper, this I cannot like no longer click on these items, and I pick the paper. So paper is here and the bot picked or the computer picked the rock in here, and I won. I got the score 1, and in the leaderboard you can see that user has won one time. And if I replay this, I'll get the same thing. So if I choose this, yeah, I won again. And if I replay that, yeah, I can see that I won 2 times and bot won 0 time, and there is like 0 tie. So yeah, I again won this match. This is like completely random, but yeah, I'm keeping on winning. So this is how it works. Let's just start this out. So first of all, we have our PS code ready up here. We're gonna create some files. So we are going to use HTML, CSS, and JavaScript right here. So we will definitely create one HTML file. Let's just write something like just a boilerplate here, and I'll write hi there here, right? So this is a JavaScript for rock paper procedure JavaScript game. So the title will be this, and let's just open up our live server, and we'll see this inside of our browser. So here we are up with our output here. So first of all, what we are gonna do is before starting out with rock paper scissors, we are going to just launch something basics, or let's just try out straight like, do we really need know the concept of rock paper scissors? So we are going to literally build out the rock paper scissors. Let's just play some rock paper scissors game here. So rock paper scissors online. So we're gonna play some rock paper scissors game here. um so yeah, uh I think I will take something like rock paper scissors game. Yeah, something light here. So this is just a rock paper scissors, usual rock paper scissors. So let's just choose uh, paper first, right? So this is paper and bot choose scissors, so I lost. So the concept of the game is really this simple. So first of all, what we get is we get presented like this three things: either rock paper scissors. We have to choose one thing. So we choose like scissor, and the bot or the computer will choose like a random thing. So bot will choose random thing that can be rock paper scissors. And if I choose like the scissor, and the bot chose the rock, I lost. So this is really the simple concept of rock paper scissors. If you don't know, you can just search for rock paper scissors rules, paper scissors rules, and just find out some rules like rock wins against scissors, paper wins against rock, and scissor wins against paper. This is really that simple of a concept. So first of all, we will be building something like this, right? We will need three of these images. So we are going to find like a rock, a paper, scissor icons free, all this is free. So let oh okay, flat icons just popped up. So I think we will just use the flat icons if we get icons here. So first of all, we have to figure out what we are actually going to build. So this is what we are actually going to build, and now what we need actually in here. So if I can pull up a like sticky notes, I think sticky notes here. All right, so sticky notes. um all right, we have this note here, right? So sticky note here, we just first of all we now know the rules, know the rules of the game, that we just knew the rules. Now we need to like uh, get the images required, and now then we'll just code, like make the UI part, and then make it functional with JavaScript. So this is what we will be doing. So for we now have like do we have to-do list? What is this? This is toggle bullets, and we don't have to-do type of a thing. So definitely we now know the rules of the game. If you don't know, you can just search it. It's just one Google search away. We are now going to get something like images, right? So rock paper scissors, reject all. I want like rock separately. I think these icons are looking great. Let me see which is the highest quality I can download. I can just download it for free. So I got the scissor here, so let me drag it and drop it right here. So now we have scissor. We now need this paper. Let's just download this guy here. Yes, let's just download this. We have like hand paper here, and now we need a scissor. Or scissor we have. This is like a paper that doesn't look right, but yeah, I think that's just a paper thing. So paper, if I get hand uh, like this one, that will be awesome. Okay, this is a paper, this is a scissor. Where is a rock? Okay, I should find like rock, right? Sorry for that, it's confusion. Can I get like a rock? Sorry. So we should get like a rock. So this is paper and this is a rock. So don't we have like, we have this scissor. So we really want something like, sorry, um I didn't want that. I want something like this, but it's from the Shutterstock. Uh-huh. So can I get like suggested something similar to this? Uh-huh. All right, this is a seizure. No, I didn't get the suggestion, so let's just pick this one. I think we'll stick up with this guy here. So let's just fully download this. So it's a paste. We are going to just move those guys inside up a folder called images. I am going to just move these guys here and this also here. Just move that, and it will be rock, and this will be paper, and this guy will be scissor, not scissors. Okay, scissor looks fine. It's scissors, but all right. Rock paper scissors. So we now have the images, right? So we now have the images. Now we need to make something like UI type of thing. So we now need to make something like this. So let's just build the UI. So we will have a div here. So we have to write custom CSS also. Okay, I thought of using Tailwind, but let's just do some styling also here. So let's just learn about the CSS also. So let me quickly link our CSS file here. So this will give me something like that, and I'll create here a style.css file. So I'm not going to like create a folders and folder. I'm not gonna go with the folder structure and those things. It's gotta be container, and in here I will have something like title. Do I need a title? I will do title here. So yes, one, yeah, rock paper. We don't need scissor. So rock paper scissor, and we will be having here a an images slide. So let's just write img shows, that will be images. First one will be rock.png, and this looks like uh, this the thing. So id, we have id, we have alternate things. So let's duplicate, and to duplicate this we need to hold shift alt and down arrow in windows, and I think there is similar kind of a thing. You can just research for the macbook rock paper, and we can just do like paper, and we can just select this, like we can select multiple text, multiple same type of text like rock by holding Control and D in Windows. Rock paper seizure. All right, so seizure.png, and we don't need this png here. id shouldn't contain this thing, so we have alternate, and this is see what we have got in here. We have this thing. So let's just use a tiling up here. I think this will work out fine, and yeah, this is just working out fine. This container, let's just pick this and go to style.css. Let's just say like margin of 0. We're just gonna remove margin padding, and we gonna have like box sizing border box, and body, we're really not gonna change the font family here. We're not gonna definitely change the background color also. We're gonna have like display, we're gonna place the items in center. So just by content center, align item center, and I will need to give a height of 100 ps. So this will give okay. Now the text are centered in here. So we can see right now it's like raw paper scissor is going, and these things are like flexing in here. That's not what I want, so I'm gonna give the flex direction of column, so that this rock paper scissor just goes in on top of these guys. Alright, I didn't think it's like fitting here. Okay, so let's just save that. Now we can see here where it's okay. All right, so height given. Now I need this container thing. I need to install this container. So it's, sorry, it's container, this guy over here, this guy. So we need to install this. We need to give it a display of flex, and we need to have like justify content. I'm gonna like justify the content center. I don't think so. I'll just do space evenly, and I'll give like a gap of like 20 pixel. Yeah, 20 pixel is good. So now we can see they are like going in here. I can just scroll horizontally, scroll these guys, but I definitely don't want to scroll this guys. So let's just reduce the image size. uh, so image inside of the container with 200 pixel, height 200 pixel, object fit cover. No, we just don't want to lose the dimension of this guy, so we will just do that. Border radius, we definitely don't want that. And I think we are good with this, right? So do we really want to center this guys vertically? I don't think, sorry. So we don't want to center this guy vertically, so we have something like this, and we want a margin top of like 100 pixel. 100 pixels just works fine. Yeah, and this will have like padding. I mean, should I give padding to this body? I don't think so, so I'll not give a padding to this body thing. Instead what I'll do is I'll come here. I'll just assign a class of like title. Yeah, title work fine. I'm just gonna go here, just have this. Margin top I obviously need, font size, font weight, and color. So yeah, this looks great. But yeah, I just wanna change the font family to like if this is available, I will just do this guy. So this font. And all right, now we do have this, so let's enlarge this. This kind of looks like, it doesn't look cool, so we will be having something like this. So now we want the width to be 100%. 100%. Now this works like a charm, and it's like really far away, so we are going to assign something like maximum width. Now um, we are gonna have like max width is equals to, we will assign this a 1000 pixels, so 1000 pixel of value. So maximum width will be 1000 pixel. Now it looks good, nice and centered here. And I think I need some kind of a background in here, because we can see that the okay, don't I get something like highlighting tool in here? So I'm not getting highlighting tool in here. So what I'm going to do in this case is I definitely need to like include these images inside of a div. So let's just create some div in here. So let's just have like a div in here, and inside of that div I'll have some images, and this should have like a sorry, class of like image wrapper, image wrapper. And I'm just gonna copy this guy, paste it over here, and come over here, close the div, and paste it over here, and just close the div. Now we do have this thing, so let's just create a nice beautiful space in between this guys. So this image wrapper, so 3 image wrappers here. I'm gonna come over here, and I think I will just uh, reduce the width of this guy to 120/75, and height will be also 175 pixels. So yeah, just reduce that guy. And inside of that container we have this image wrapper container, it's container image wrapper thing, and we will have like display flex. We don't need this gap, don't need width. We I think we will be good with the borders, but the main thing we want in here is some kind of a transition here. So border padding, we definitely want padding, and we want border. We also want background color to be like 333. Let's see how it works. It just don't work good. So let's just have something like royal blue, royal blue. So yeah, this is kind of a good, kind of a bad, but we I think we definitely need to increase this to like 25 pixel. This looks now a bit better. But in context of like UI, I don't find it's like pleasing. So what do I really need is like a purple. I think purple will work best. So we are making the this purple, just trying it out. Purple, just don't fit in here. This is black. What is it? Um so with black, I think yellow looks better. Oh, hello, green. Okay, this looks fine actually. This looks fine, and I need to like increase the padding to like 30 pixel, and this looks kind of smooth, kind of good. And I think I'll just tie it again. Yep, this looks fine. That looks fine. Now let's just go with the flow. Now we really need um, so we want, whenever we hover over this, we want to have like a cursor in here, cursor pointer, and we just want to scale it up. So what do I mean by scale it up? Let me show you. So when I hover over it, I just wanna like transform, and it's like scale. I just wanna have like a little, I just wanna enlarge this thing, so like this. So now I can do this, and I will have a transition. Ah, so we want some time of gap transition, so it's gonna be transform 0.3 second is in out. So this is like a nice and a smooth transition over here. This is really nice thing, right? So nice, but 0.3 seconds, I think it's like too much of a time. Yeah, this looks great. Now we do have like rock paper scissors over here. I wanna show the so the score in here. So rock paper scissors, just below that I'll have a scoring, right? So mhm. What I'll do is, for now, let's just stick with uh, like which tone, yeah, a tone. All right. Okay, so let's just move on to like I think the UI part is basic UI part is complete. So let's just make it functional with JavaScript. So let's go with JavaScript, and we're gonna link a script file here. So script.js, we just need to create this thing. So we don't have a script.js over here, so we need this thing. Now we quickly want to, what I want to grab is this image wrapper const. This is like, okay, so what do we want to do? We want to assign each of these guys an ID. So I definitely want ID in here, so this is gonna be rock. All right, instead of this ID, this is not required now. Instead of this ID in here, we can just cut it out and paste it in here, and ID is scissor, so we can just cut it out, paste in here, just format it really quickly, and we can say const raw is equals to get element by ID raw. And similarly we're gonna have like, and let's just write some comment over here, get the elements, right? Get the elements. So we have now the elements, and we're gonna listen to this like add event listener. So add event listener, in this thing we are going to just listen to the event, and will be, yeah, let's just listen to the event like whenever we click rock. So add event listener, this which event to listen, just click event to listen, and when this is like click, we are gonna like say we're gonna alert something out. So alert like you picked a rock. So let's see if it's working. It's working. So you pick the rock. Now it's working. Instead of this guy, so let's just cut this up and define like right here like a function. We'll just rename the comment later. Counts like, okay, let's just try like play is equals to, so this is a function, we just copy and paste it here. Instead of like writing inline function, we can just refer to the function there. So it's like play, and it should do the same job, yeah, it's doing the same job. And instead of writing rock in here, we can just come over here and we can just use this string literal. Okay, and instead of that I can just write here like, but I can just pass something here. So I can pass something as a parameter. So this is an argument. I can just write rock in here and I will just get the parameter as like which element I pressed, and I can just write it up here and it's gonna be like that. And if I, okay, I think if I click it again, oh okay, it should like press this guy, so it's like running. Why are you running like that? Okay, it's like, okay, let me just sorry, so let me just play that. Okay, so play, if I do play rock, it just executes while loading. So we need to wrap it in a function like that, and now whenever I click, the function gets executed and I get the same result in here. And I'll just duplicate this guys down and I'll do paper, and here is paper, then here it's gonna be scissors. So I did scissors, so it's gonna be scissors. I just do scissors here. So rock, it's a paper, it should be scissors, right? So it's a scissor, right? So ID, there was something wrong with the ID. All right, now we have these things. Now that let's just pull up the sticky notes here. To make this functional, what we need is know which element is clicked. Okay, know which element is clicked. We now know this. All right. So next one is uh, make bot or like computer to select a random element, and then we will compare the selections will just, sorry, it's like selections will, sorry, CTIONS, we will be comparing the selections here and so the winner. So we'll do that. So we now know which element is clicked. We need to now make the computer bot to, or slash bot to select a random element. So let's just make the computer to select a random element. So when we click this, so this is gonna be another function, select bot selects a random element. So it's gonna be like select select random. All right, it should written something from here, so this is gonna be like that. So we are going to create elements. So this Copilot is doing all of the job. So we will be assigning rock, paper, and scissor. see, not scissors, we'll do a scissor in here. So we now have three elements. Now what we need to do is we should like run like a random thing in here, like we'll to do the random number generator thing in here. So const random number between random number between um like 0 1 to 3. So it should be like 0 to 3, 0 to 2, sorry. So let's just write like math dot random, and what this will give us, let's just this console log what we'll get. So console dot log the random number. So now let's just go to console, and we shouldn't run like this. So we shouldn't, instead of like alerting console.log, we're gonna print that, and also we're gonna print like the bot pick the value selected random value. All right, got some problem out there, but we absolutely don't need this console.log because we already have console.log in here. So we gonna have like we just gonna call this function up here, just save this file and come over here, open up the console right here. So yeah, I should see like if I click the sky, I'm like, yeah, I can see if I click any of those, I can see that this is a random number generated, and it's between like 0 to 1. You can just see that I can keep on clicking this guy, but yeah, you can definitely see it's like from 0 to 1, so it's not exceeding that value. So what we can literally do is we can just multiply it by 3, so that we get the values from like 1 to 3. We can see it's like 0 0.4, it's like 2.4, and it's like 1.94. It's not exceeding 3, it's below 3, and it's from 0 to 3. So right now we are getting in points, so it's like in decimals, so it's really difficult to basically manage a value. So let's parse this value. So math all right, so this, let's just wrap it. So method parse all right, so what's the function name? Method floor. Yeah, method floor. This is uh, rounds up to the nearest nearest digit. So let me make it like a split screen. So it's now like a split screen. All right, so whenever I click this, is I get 1 0 1 0 2. So I get like from 0 to like 0 1 2. This is the normal value, and if I like um, print here uh, like elements and random number, what we gonna get? We're gonna get like paper seizures. So seizures, spelling of seizure is like not correct. So seizure, so that's what we get. So what we are getting in here, like if I log like 0 here, we'll get like rock, and if I log 1 here, we get like paper, and if we log like 2 here, we'll get seizure, right? Seizure. When if I click this also, we'll get seizure. That's not of a big deal. It's like just executing this function, right? So if I, instead of like writing 1 to 3, if I do like this random number thing, it will get us the random value. So let's just write as const random element, right? Random element is equals to elements, and this is gonna get us some random element out there. So that random element is a rock, paper, or seizure. So now we have random element. We can just return this guy. So return the random element, and we can just get the random element from here. So bot choice is equals to this guy, and our choice. So let's say we can just say user choice is equals to element, because user choice we're gonna get from this event listener. So it's a user choice we are getting from there, and bot choice we are just generating these things. So we can just console log out. So console log like user choice, and we can just do like bot choice, and we can just see that on here. So right now we are not displaying it on the screen, but we can definitely display it in the console. So if I press rock, user select is rock, bot select is seizure. Now if I pay both up, both user and bot selected paper. So now that we so from here checklist we can see that we can now we have like make the bot component to select a random element. So it's now selecting. Now we need to compare the selections and show the winner. So it's like play. Now we gonna make another function here. So CMP compare the choices, and like we gonna compare the choice. So const compare so compare is equals to, so we gonna get user choice and then bot choice right up here. And yeah, we're gonna have create a fat arrow function, and we'll be having bunch of if else. So uh, if user choice is equals to that's like bot choice, what are you gonna do? So this is like a draw thing, right? So it's a draw. And if it's like, let's just comment it out, we're gonna have this later on, we're gonna write the functionality later on. And else if user choice is equals to rock and bot choice is equals to seizure, so who wins? Else if like user choice is equals to rock and bot choice is equals to seizure, who wins, bro? So if user chooses rock and see the bot chooses seizure, the user wins. And else, so else if, now what we gonna do, we can say like so we can check for the paper now. So the bot wins because that's a paper. Else like this is a choice, right? If user select papers, so we're gonna like have, first of all we are gonna have like user, for the user will check rock, and we'll definitely gonna have like another paper. So if user chooses paper, and like bot also, so this condition satisfies like three of the conditions. So we total there are like how many conditions, like if I select this rock, the bot can select rock, paper or seizure. And if I select paper, the bot can select rock, paper, seizure, three of those. So it's like 3 times 3, I can select 3 of those and bot can select 3 of those. And if we get like if we get to the probability, it's gonna be like 9. So there are total selections that are gonna be 9, and this will eliminate like 3 selections, and we're gonna write conditions for rest of the 6 selections. So it's like 1 2 3 4. So we have already written this cases for 4 other selections. Now we're gonna write cases for when user chooses like seizures and bot chooses other things. So it's like else if it's like seizure, and else it's definitely that this is the thing. So otherwise else we don't need to check that, but yeah, we can just like write error in here. So this is pretty much the case. And now we need to figure out how we are going to display this result. So right now we can just say like who won and who lose, this kind of a thing. We can just do it in here. So const we gonna write like late winner. We can just write like late winner. We just declare the value, and here it will be like who will be the winner. So why don't we write like so it's okay, let me think this is like pretty sophisticated, a little bit complex. So in this case, who will be the winner? No one will be the winner, right? And Instead of like writing the winner here, what if we like return the points from this? So let's just return some points from this, right? So instead of so let we're gonna write like bot points, and bot points is equal to 0 and user points is equal to 0. And if we get that, we are not gonna do anything. We can just like instead of writing anything, we can just like return both of those, right? So return we cannot return draw basically in here. If this is the case, then we are not gonna execute anything, or like we can just return like bot points and user points. We can just do this, right? So instead of in here, we can just write it like here. That will be like more convenient. Okay, that's what they are trying to do. Okay, so this looks like kind of a meshier thing, but definitely I think this can be solved with switch case. So there will be like three cases in switch, right? So you just select three cases, and we can inside of those three cases we can compare it with like, yeah, it's uh, so it's gonna work. But I think there will be a better approach with like switch case. So let's just comment it out, and we're gonna use like switch case statement, right? See, switch, and we're gonna use the user choice, and case one will be rock, right? Case one will be the rock one. So when there is rock, all right. And here, if we have like bot choice is equals to rock, so bot choice is equals to rock we're gonna like use this ternary operator. So instead of if else, that's like taking a lot of space. So all right, so instead of doing that, we can just write it like this. So bot choice, if bot choice is equals to seizure, then who is gonna win? User selected rock, bot choice selected seizure, so user will get a point. So user's point will be added up. And bot choice, yeah, bot points else bot points will be added up. This is how it works. Now we can just do like this is the test, right? So we can just test another one. So bot choice is equals to paper. If that's paper, then bot will win, right? Bot will win. And if okay, if it's a draw, we don't need to take it. I think it's gonna be default case, or like how do we identify if it's a draw? We can definitely use like one if else statement, and we can just take that. But in here we are like similar to this, like we are checking for in case of user selects rock, and in case user selects paper, user selects scissor. So this is like the similar cases. So we have that, and we'll have default, and what we're gonna do is console.log error, and we're gonna do nothing. So this is our switch case statement. Definitely looks nicer and tidier than this guy. Okay, I can just definitely uh, remove up to this, and I can uncomment this. So this condition is not being checked up here, so we can definitely say that definitely write this, and we can return just user points and bot points, um, and we can just return without checking the switch case statement if both of them selects them. Else if we go over the switch case statement, we're gonna return the points at the end, right? So we now have the points, and um, like literally who is the winner. So we now have like points in here, so we're gonna check compare. So we're gonna like calculate points, just like calculate points. So we're gonna have like result is equals to this is gonna be like compare, and we're gonna pass the user choice and bot choice, right? These are the things. So we pass both of the choice. Now what we can do is we can just destructure our this guy. This we are receiving the array from here. We can just destructure this guy, and from there onwards we can just console.log user points and the bot points. So this is like keep getting meshier and meshier, but let's just see. If I choose rock, okay, user choice is not defined. So user choice is defined in here. In which line? It's like 21, line number 21. It's not defined. User choice is not defined. So it's a bot choice, right? Okay, so it's a select random. I just happen to like execute function in, okay, like random location. We're gonna return the random number from here. We're using random numbers, so bot choice and that. Oh, that's good. User choice. Now let's see. Okay, random element is not defined. So random element is not defined. This is like play. We are not returning any random element here. Sorry, I just uh, messed that up earlier. So that's not what is happening. So we have this thing, right? So if I select a this, what is it? It's a rock. So use a rock, bot rock, use a 0, bot 0. Now we need to compare it out, right? So we need to compare these guys. So who won and who lost. So now we are going to create the scores. So scores, and we'll have a user score is equals to 0 and body score is equals to 0. So this is a score that we have, like this is a global score, like we gonna play this game again and again, right? So that's for that it's this one, this is score. uh, so now that we have the points, we can just like compare this up, right? So to compare these items, so let's just hit on inspect. I got some problem out there, so I'm resuming the video, and let's just remove this guy. So we just need to compare the values. So who own, how do I compare that? Like I'll just like say const winner is equals to, we'll just use the ternary operator, like user points is greater than bot points, then the user won, otherwise the bot won. That's what we're gonna say. And let me just create here like a winner type of thing. So we'll just show the winner up here, right? So where do we show the winner really? So we gotta show that just below this. So this is gonna be like scoreboard, yeah, div. I'll just like say like this will be like the class yes your score board, and we'll just have a table right here. So we'll have table that we're gonna create like afterwards, but right now we are going to have like a result thing. So it's gonna be yes2, and this is like class, this is a result, and copy that, or rather I'll have id. So that's like a result, id will be result, and just save that. I'll get the element. So const res the result is equals to document.get element by id result. That's good. So winner is this guy, and I'll just write like document so yeah, result dot inner html winner. um so it's like, so we're gonna write like text, right? So the winner is a user. So how we gonna phrase this thing? So you own. So this is how we're gonna phrase that. And if the bot is the winner, um You lost. So this is how we will be phrasing out. And that will be we gonna just append that or like change the inner HTML. So we're gonna write the content up here in here. So if I can show you right now, so I can write hi and it will show up in here. So hi will be, so let's just install this result up quickly and we'll get like a thing there. So it will be image wrapper. So what it is, it's like in here. Okay, dot result, it's got to be text. So we're not gonna change that. Okay, um, I guess this is good, kind of good. And yeah, font family, we're gonna change the font family to font family to like same font family. So you can just use whatever font family you are good with, are comfortable with. And this container, this has like a margin top of 100 pixel. That's, I'm gonna just change it to like 50 pixels and that is gonna be it. And now we do have like a result in here. It's like hi, I didn't want this, so I just erase this. If I'm gonna like select the um so let me just style it here. So yeah, I'm gonna just select the rock. Now what did we get? It's like rock, paper and board 2. So how did we get 2? So let's just see that bot 0 because bot also choose rock. And now let's just do it, also chooses rock. Now also bot choose rock. That's a coincidence. Bot got 2. And how did the bot got 2? I don't know. Maybe our score is messed up, but yeah, here we are not seeing the text, right? So something is going on. We need to debug this issue. So this is the most important part of like writing the code. You gotta debug this issue. So user points, we have that, and in result we have like it's like increasing up. So it's bots point, user points. If that's drawn, bot points and user points will be like similar. Otherwise, like if bot choice, if user choice is rock and its choice is like 00, that's gone. If that's the thing, that's gone. Otherwise, user points and bot points, right? It's user points and bot points. That's how it's being. So the order is good. Now let's check when there is rock. So you are choosing rock. What was it? So we were having like user was choosing paper and bot was choosing scissor. So paper and bot was choosing scissor. So how did we end up with like bot 1, but it's like by 2? That shouldn't be the case, right? So bot choice, if that's the case, it's got to be like, so why don't we write like this? So I'm not gonna increase that. Instead, I'll just do like 1, right? Alright, so I was just doing the logic wrong. Uh, okay, if alright, so I was like having the logic completely wrong. Uh, so if now let's just remove this line also, and we will I'll share why I'm removing these lines. So this is how we gotta save this thing. All right, so this is how we save this thing. So if we like if the game is drawn, then we'll return with 0 points, 0 points. And yeah, if the game is not drawn, so it's just solves the 3 cases, right? It's like we have like 9 possible cases. That's the probability of our game, and 3 possible cases are solved by this. Like if like both of these, like we us users and the bot selects the same thing, then yeah, there is like possible 3 possibilities of choosing the same thing that just got eliminated by this. And now we have 6 cases remaining. So for the first case, if the bot chooses rock, and if we choose rock and bot chooses scissor, then who will win? Uh, so it's like we chose rock and bot chooses scissor, then we will win. So it's like one. And uh, if like bot chooses not the seizure, so if the bot chooses paper, then the bot wins. So it's like if seizure, user gets the point. If and there is an option like paper. If the bot chooses paper, then yeah, the bot gets the point. In here the sequence is changed, but we can just write it in here like paper, and we can just say user choice, and we can just say bot choice, and I think it will make the case a little easier to see. So now we have user 1 because user chose the rock and bot chose the sages, so user 1. So this is how it works, and now we do have winner. So why it is not being like, so let's just log this out. So let log winner, and we should get the log you lost. So both okay, all right. So I'm not writing the case when like all right. So it should be like uh, I think I should be writing like a possible cases or like that. So I'll just remove the points from here because that's working fine. Now we gotta say like if you lose, if you win, or like that. So we I think it's best with like if else statement, because we are not checking here if that's a drawn, if the game has been drawn. So if the user sorry, so it's like if the user has the greatest points, then user wins. So we are not gonna increase the points. So user wins means uh, you you win or you won. Okay, it's just be you won. Else if user points is greater less than what point you lost, uh, or else like it's a draw. So it's a draw, so it's gotta be that. um, and then like it's I can just write like it should be const. So I just write like let winner text is equals to, so I'll just instead of winner text I'll just write winner, and I'll just change this guy to RSU result text. So result text will be this guy. So now this will work, and console.log, and not the user points, it's got to be the result itself, result text. So this should be the result text. Now we gotta choose that you won, that's the result text, but we are not getting anything in here. So what is the reason for that? It's a result documented get element by id, and here it's also result, right? All right, that should be working right now. So it's like Dave. If I change it to Dave, what's gonna happen? Like okay, nothing happened really. So as well as to just dodge the thing correctly, so it's like if I write hi, it's gonna be hi. If I choose this, so nothing is being changed here, right? So result and result script.js, this is not working fine. Why is this? Okay, this is like a really serious issue, like we have to develop this out. So right now we don't have any clue, like we don't get like any errors here, so it's like a bug without any errors. So inspector, and here like we gonna go to HTML. So how do I remove this guy actually? All right, so I'll just inspect this. Okay, So it's just giving me the styles. How do I remove this styles? I don't know. I don't have any idea of that. So yeah, here you go. So it's a result, right? It's id result and class is also result. So is there anything like with two result things? So like as I say, like, so let's just remove the class from here. All right. So it's still not working, right? So class is not being the problem. So what might be the problem here? So let's just come over here. Body scores. This is the serious issue we are getting. So this thing is working fine, right? So CG is working fine, and there is like literally same way we are writing this. So inner HTML, inner text. So I'll use this inner text. Is that the case? So how to write the text of h1 using JavaScript. So like I got to solve that. How to select the h1 is actually the h2, but again header will work fine. That's like document.get element by id, your h1 id. That's good. Query selector h1. All right. So dot message. This is a message. Yes, that's a message. Now how do I like print that? Has one property maker. Okay, that's good. String dot lowercase, console dot log. That's good. Says okay. Like dot inner HTML. Is there like inner HTML? Inner HTML. Okay, element dot inner HTML is equals to this guy. So get element by id, element dot HTML. So oh shit. So we have two things result, right? So it's just like okay, it's a problem of a scope. Now this uh this is our like a global result. So I can just write like result place, and if I change this to result place, this will work. But why we don't why it wasn't like taking this result up here? Because the problem of the scope, the scope of the, so inside of this function right here we have another result. So by default its result means the immediate result. That's like the result constant that is inside of the variable, inside of the function. So this result, so it was referring to this result the whole time. So yeah, that was the problem. So let's see. That's you own, you okay, again I own, it's a draw. All right, so now I can see that the result of the game, but I need to see the scores also. And also I just wanna say like okay, if that's a result is uh, else like I wanna say like result a place that is styled color green. If I win green, so I want to highlight this guy, so it's a red. Otherwise it's a draw. I can just write it in plain text, but and here in id I just high is not required, so that's a draw. That's also a draw. Again it's a draw. Again it's a draw. How come? So user scissor and bought paper, so it shouldn't be a draw. Boy, so scissor is a draw. Paper scissor, it's like I lost it, and it's rock paper, it's lost. Yeah, and it's like paper, it's a draw. So okay, I need to take this guy on and like really say result place, it's gotta be black because the color is not changing, right? You lost, that's a red, it's a draw, that's black. You won, that's a green, and you lost, that's a black. So that's what we are getting now. We need some kind of a table right here, or somewhere I can show my text. So let's just make some kind of a div right here. So we're gonna make some kind of a table right here. So it's gonna be scoreboard, and yeah, we will just write like score. Yeah, that's a score. So why don't we do like this? So we have like a score, right? And I will have s3, and this will be like user, and this will be um so it's gonna be class equals to title, score title, like score holder title, score holder title. So that's gonna be this. I will have a div um, inside of which I'm gonna place this guy. So I'm gonna use flexbox, and this is like a bot, and I'll have also a draw thing. So draw. So score will be like this much, like user own, how many times it's a draw, it's how many times it's like now win by the bot, and like that. So this is how it works. And I'll have like a score holder, not a holder, it's gotta be like div, it's got to be scores, it's not be score holder, it's like score, it's your score, so it's gotta be score. And I don't need this id, right? Okay, I need id, so it's gotta be user score, this is gonna be bot score, this is gonna be draw score. So yeah, this is how it works. Now we do have this, so we are gonna go over here. Okay, class so it's like score holder, and it's just like class scores. All right, so come over here. I think it's gonna work like that, score, and that's like dot v, and it's gonna be score holder, and display flex. This is gonna be it, right? So score holder, did I save? Yeah, that works. And like similar thing, I don't need to copy that, instead dot score and dot scores. This should be like similar thing, but yeah, I definitely effed up here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna remove this, and I'm gonna just make this a table here. So one little trick I can make, the like it's a make it a cell, and like cell of a table. So I can just give it a prompt, and it should give me like a table kind of thing. So that will make my life a lot easier, right? So let's see if this works. We are good. If this doesn't, we are screwed. So this is like table row, this is like screwed, we are all screwed over here. So it's not like that, so it's got to be like it's a table row, right? So we will have like that, but first of all we'll have like table header. So yeah, I'm recalling this thing. So td u on td bot, and like it's gotta be like td. So another thing that we will have here is draw. So we're gonna check that. So yeah, u bot draw, that's there. And we'll have like here it's like span score id. Yeah, that's what we'll do. And it's gotta be user score, that's bot score, and this is like a draw score, and this is like 000. This will work out. So table heading, table row. So why didn't it work out? So am I having like some kind of a problem here going on? So I guess it's like table body, table body. I think I need to do this. Uh-huh. TD score. So it's like it shouldn't be like that, right? So yeah, let's paste that. Okay, I didn't get it. Oh, alright. So thread table head. Okay. So I know. Yeah, this works fine. And like table. Okay, can we just like write like here on table, and it's gonna be like font family, just the same good old thing. Yeah, it just styled really good. And now we're gonna have like table, and inside of that we'll have tr, and it's gonna be text align center, and it will have like, so should I really align the things center in the center? I think it looks good, but I will have okay, I'll have like td table td. So width, I'll give it a fixed width of like 100 pixel, so that now looks good, but that's not really what I want. So 60 pixel, this is what I really look for. And okay, so let's just give some margin up here, margin top. That's good to, it's not Martin Luther King, it's margin top, not a 50 pixel, that's gotta be 20 pixel. Yeah, that looks good, like scoreboard. That's a scoreboard right there. And like the result one, okay, this is like result one. I'll just give like 1.2, and if I write this, it's a draw, and this should be like text center, like text align center. This should, yeah, that's a good one. That's a result, a score right there. So I now have these things. So user 0, board 0, draw 0. This is, this is how it working. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna just copy this. So get element by id, and it's gonna be like this, the element, um, cons like user score place, that's gonna be user score if that's correct. Yeah, user score. So definitely we're gonna use a bit of copilot in here, and it's gonna be like cons draw score place is equal to draw score. That's good, and we'll have like draw score. Okay, and whenever like we have like a draw, right? So if we have like a draw, and that's it, we're gonna like okay, result, we are not gonna like make it bold. So if like user wins, user points, so user points. All right, so which is the user point? It's a user score, user score plus 1, and it's gonna be like a body score plus 1. It's like draw score plus 1, and we are definitely placing all of those scores in their place every time. So it's like scissor, it's draw, it's a draw score just increase, it's a draw again. Now it's I lost, so bot won, so that's a good one. And it's a draw, so a draw 3, and it's a draw 4, it's a draw 5, it's like I won, so it's a win. It's a draw, it's again a draw, it's a draw again. So it's paper, aha, seizure and paper, but I got draw. So what's that? So really we need to check this thing. So rock, draw, that's rocked. So paper, scissor, that's lost. So I got like paper and scissor, that's good one. Scissor, rock, so it's a draw. So how can it like how can it be a draw? Scissor, right? Scissor, uh-huh. It's like bot points. User choice. Uh-huh, uh-huh. That's not sure. This should have made user choice, user points. And this user points from where it's coming from, that's coming from here, right? So all of those are user points, so bot points. So this is what we should be having, right? So yeah, it's a draw, it's again a draw, paper, it's scissor paper, so it's like win or lost. It's a paper scissor, it's again a loss. It's not a draw, it's not a draw. All right, it should be a draw, it's a draw. So now that we have checked it all, so we have like paused the conditions, so we have successfully tested our things. So we just need to remove that thing, and yeah, I think we don't have any console log here. Okay, console.log error, so that's good. Now I think we have like a leaderboard up here. That's a leaderboard there, so I'm gonna write like a leaderboard kind of a thing in here. How do I write like a caption here in table cp? So how to write a table caption? So table captions are above the tables. It's like html, sorry, html. So caption element uses so where do I place that exactly? Right, I need to figure it out. So table caption can be where it is. Alright, I can just place it on top. I think it's like I can just place it up in here. Will this work or not? Alright, table caption it worked. So it's gonna be the leaderboard. So it's gonna be leaderboard. That's good. Now we do have like, so it's gonna be class. Okay, we don't need class in here. You can just install this guy up in here. So table caption, and this got to be like font size that much, font weight, margin top, margin bottom will be like 5 pixel. That's good. Or no pixel, let's add all, so that's also good. All right, so this looks good. Now we do have this thing, we lost you. Okay, this is what we have built in this time frame. I don't exactly have an idea how longer it took, but yeah, we have this basic game right here. So yeah, I can refresh this and I have like a really simple UI. I can play this game. So so right now I can see like what the user chose, like what I chose, like I chose the sea a rock, right? So but it is not highlighted, right? So it's not clear that I chose rock, and what the bot chose, we are not clear. So we have to work on that part, and we will make this UI look better. I think I'll place a little bit of a screen recording here on top of this video. If you want to like learn more about like styling this screen with JavaScript and make like this game a livable game and a real game, then do click this video that will be on the here like right side of the screen. Bye.